Hello world, I'm Attila. Today I will talk about the Can't Hurt Me book. And this was a motivational book about how to push towards your goals, however life hurts, however much excuses you might have, however your life might sucks. You must fight with life, don't accept your failure, and go again. So, it said that you are probably living at 40% of your true capability. And he has this 40% rule. When your mind is telling that you are done and you are suffering and you just really want to stop, you are really only 40% done. So when you, for example, done 10 push-ups and you really want to die, you are able to do 25 push-ups in real life. And you should willing to put in the work to defy the odds. And he said that he never trusts a smile because he had a quite terrible childhood. His dad abused him and his mother, and fortunately they were able to escape at the age of 8. But his dad smiled a lot. However, he didn't care about him just a little bit. So not at all. So and but then he had a great teacher who, even though she didn't smile a lot, and instead he scolded. So he never judges a scold, because even though they may not appear to be the kindest person, the teacher was willing to put in the hard work and the time that he needed. And whenever you are the only one of your kind, you are in danger of being pushed towards the margins, disregarded. So he was the single one black kid in his neighborhood, and he had quite a tough upbringing after that as well. And he said that everyone gets challenged in life at some point. And you should start writing down the things that could be your excuses. How shit your life is, just write them down. And you can share it with others or accept it privately. It depends on your personality. And in order to change, you have to face your shit from the past. Face the hard truths and work for your goals. You are the only one stopping yourself. And you should, he didn't really have a purpose in life till he decided that he wants to join to the Navy or to the Air Force. And living with a purpose changed everything for him. It gave him energy to put in the necessary work. And he said that you should post a note with your goal. So first you should break your goals down into incremental steps, and you should post a note with your goal, and whatever your goal is, you will need to hold yourself accountable for the small steps it will take to get there. And this note will help you because you see your goal and you can visualize it. And in our society, mediocrity is the standard. And we even reward it. But the few who is able to step out of mediocrity and become the best, they are able to gain outsized gains. And he said that you should have a callous mind that can't be hurt, because life and especially hard work is about suffering and being able to accept that suffering. And your first step on the journey towards a closed mind is stepping outside your comfort zone on a regular basis. So you should write down the things that you don't like doing and do one of them and repeat this process again and again. And for example, if you don't like running 2 miles, then you should run 2 miles again and again. And when the 2 miles gets comfortable or not comfortable, but you are not dying at the end of it, then you should make it harder. You should run 3 miles. And we often focus on strengthening our strengths, but that's important, but you should also make your weaknesses your strengths. Doing things that make you uncomfortable will help you be strong. Soon you will develop a productive, can-do mindset. You should choose a competitive situation that you are in right now and see the ideal best. So see the goal, like acing an exam or whatever else, and work as hard as you can to surpass that goal. So if there are teachers or your boss who is like closely following your every step, you should do exactly as they wish and your goal, and then overachieve. And your goal is to make them what you achieve, but they could never have done themselves. You want them thinking how amazing you are. You should also visualize how success might look like instead of focusing on bullshit you cannot change. And this is not daydreaming. Visualize the challenges as they arise. So you will have challenges on the way, and you should visualize these challenges, and you should think about them in advance and determine how you will deal with them as they arrive. And it said that it takes a discipline to schedule suffering into your brain, but if you do, you will find that at the other end of that suffering is a whole other life just waiting for you. So suffering is a necessary part of your brain, of our lives, and being strong enough to schedule it into our everyday life, it takes a lot of willpower. And you should write all past victories and obstacles you overcome down. Set ambitious goals before each workout and let those past victories carry you to new personal bests. Or if you are rather into intellectual study, you should, if you truly challenge yourself, you will come to a point in any exercise where pain, boredom, or self-doubt kicks in, and you will need to push back to get through it. And writing these achievements down isn't a hooray for me session. It's to remember what a badass you are, so you can use that energy to succeed again in the heat of a battle. And during all workout, we all get to the point where you are so tired and in pain that your mind is begging you to stop. Then push just 5 to 10% further, and this gradual ramp will prevent injury and allow your body and mind to slowly adapt to your new workload. And it also helps to resets the baseline, because you will increase this load 1 week later. So once 1 week later, you get comfortable with that 5 to 10% increase, you increase that again. And the bottom line that life is one big mind game, and the only person you are playing against is yourself. Then it talked about scheduling, how you should schedule your day. And he challenges you to come on a 3-week challenge. During the first week, you just very accurately measure the things that you do in each day with exact timestamps. And during week 2, you should build an optimal schedule with 15 to 13 minute blocks. And when you are doing a block, you should only focus on the thing that you are doing. So when you are working, you are working. You are not doing anything else. And when you are relaxing, you are not browsing social media or watching the TV. You are just relaxing, because it helps you. We do a lot of multitasking in our everyday life, and we are not very, even though we think we are very efficient at it, we are not. And during this week 2, you will find a time where you doesn't do anything, and you should change your schedule to reflect that, fill in the necessary time and things like that. And by week 3, you will have an optimal schedule with hopefully with enough sleep, where you sleep enough, because sleep is important. And don't think if you are one of the lucky ones that have reached a certain level of status that you are done, because greatness evaporates quickly. If you want to be great throughout your whole life, you constantly have to push, you constantly have to overachieve, and you constantly have to set new goals for yourself. And you should think about your most heart-wrenching failure in the past recently, and you should analyze it. You should write down the things that you can change, and change them. And as soon as possible, try again, and try to succeed in this failure. And his life motto recently, he said this, that peaceful but never satisfied. You should accept the fucked upness of the world, but never accept your own failure. Lay down and wait to die. You should fight for it and try again. Don't hide behind excuses. And to exist in this world, you will have suffering and humiliation. There is nothing that you can do about this. And as a response, we humans try to avoid tasks that we hate as much as possible. But you should face these tasks, step out of your comfort zone. And it's not the external voice that will break you down. It's what you tell yourself that matters. So, that's it. This was a quite interesting book with a lot of great stories about being a soldier and his upbringing. I'm not very into motivational books, but this was quite a good one. And so, thanks for coming in. I have a YouTube channel where I upload a video every day from a book that I have read. I read one book every day, and I share the things that I learned from that book. I also have a Twitter account. You can reach me there or in the YouTube comment section. I welcome any feedback. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow my podcast. I'm available on all the major podcast platforms. You should just search for Attila on the Word. So, thanks for coming in. Bye bye.